Hi and welcome to Joe's workshop. Right, a few things. I've been having trouble making some videos for you at the moment. I'm just getting back to normal from being sick and not very well really. So basically, for the last couple of weeks, or for the last month, we have got our new motor put on our mini milling machine. So basically, because of the contents that I've been trying to do, it wouldn't let me upload photos and videos and stuff like that. But now I've gradually sorted that out. I can now make some more videos for my YouTube channel. So basically, the motor's come, the bracketries all come, the bearings and all that lot are basically now on the machine. I did want to do a video of me putting it all together and showing you how everything works and stuff like that, basically. So with regarding everything that we've been putting on the machine, we've had a massive job of fitting everything onto the machine, basically. So the bearings that come out of it, right, basically I bought new bearings for it and they were the right bearings and stuff like that, the numbers match up and stuff like that, and when they arrived I test fitted it and they wouldn't go on, basically. So I had to go back to the drawing board thinking why it's not working, and there was oversized by 1,000 mil, basically. I think it was, anyway. I can't remember the exact measurements were, but there was oversized and that was quite a lot, that. So I had to ring a few places up, ask them what they thought the bearings that I had, and I finally got them and fitted them in. They went in absolutely smoothly. So is what we're gonna be doing. I'll quickly show you. So basically that's the mill. I've done some custom handles, a lot better handles. The fine feed, I've put an extra handle on because I was sick and tired of actually, just turning this all the time. We've turned down a bit of rod for the guard. I've put that on. We've also got it set up for speed. This is supposed to run 6,000. It doesn't run at all at 6,000, basically. It runs around about 4. But I am looking at another motor for it as well. So everything does work on it, and it's belt driven, which is a hell of a lot easier. As well, I got a new spindle because I had the problems with the threads. Because it's a left-handed thread, I had problems with that, so I just decided to get a new spindle for it. And I've kept the old one. I bought a die to do the threads. That worked absolutely amazing, basically. So now we know that I've got that. That's just going to be a spare if anything happens to this, basically. So here is the speed controller. It's basically just a magnetic under there, basically magnetic, and it just sits on your spindle nose bit. I've put a light up as well, so that works. Is what we're doing now is we're fitting new handles on, because I don't like, I think they are either aluminium or I think they're metal as well, I don't know, but we're fitting some new hand wheels on. We are going to be fitting, I'm just waiting for the supplier to come back to me about the DRO. So we are going to fit a DRO onto this, and it's going to be a 3-axis DRO, X, Y and Z. And we are going to fit a power feed. The problem is, and I don't know if anyone can help me with that, the power feed that I've been looking at is quite big, but they say it's for a mini milling machine. But looking at the dimensions of it and how it sits and looks and everything, it is bulky. So I'm umming and ahhing about that, basically. So we are going to look at fitting all that, and this is only going to be used for alloy, basically, because the way that it's set up, and because alloy is softer than what obviously steel is and all that lot, this will be a better machine for it. I am getting a new machine as well, a new milling machine. I'll just sit you down here a minute. Sorry if the camera's jumpy. I am getting a new milling machine at some point this year. I've got a problem with the roof at the moment. It's leaking like mad. So we are doing that. There's been upgrades to the lathe, which we'll show you when I'm starting to do the hand wheels and stuff. So right, so basically this is what I turned down. So, and this is going to be the start of my hand wheel, basically. I had to laugh, right, because I ordered some alloy bullet, however you pronounce it, and well, I'll show you. This is what they come like, stock like that, right? And basically that's what I turned down. I cut them in half, right? And I've got another piece here. I'll just show you. This is what I cut it down to. There's just a bit of moisture on it. Using my new tool, or should I say toy, mini bandsaw. Alright. Bloody hell. Oh, that's better. So yeah, we cut it in half from that, and we did it from there, basically. The swarf that I had left was unreal, and I mean unreal. I had 4 great bin bags full of it, as well as what was on the floor. So I had 2 massive piles of it, and don't get me wrong, I enjoyed doing it, but it took a long time because of the cutters that I've got. I've bought a load of new cutters for the lathe, and they are quite chunky, so I'm gonna have to cut them, face them down a bit to fit on to the lathe basically. So is what we're going to be doing is, obviously we've got our disc, excuse me, and is what we're going to be doing with that is turning it into this basically. So just take that piece off because I know there's a, come on, that's it, that's your dial indicator, or however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to make this bit basically, so that little bit there, out of this. Now I don't know whether this is 4140 hot rolled. I can't remember what it actually were. I haven't got a tester yet, so but it's a prop shaft basically. Excuse me. So we're going to be turning this into this basically, right? And then we're going to press fit it onto this, onto your handle. I have done some drawings and dimensions. I know it's just like a quick sketch, but that's what the end product will look like basically once I get that down. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make it lightweight as possible, really. So it's still going to be sturdy. I have got the ways to do on it, the bed ways. I might be scraping them, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but it's going to be scraped. You could have them ground, but you have to send them off to be done for that, and they are very expensive. As well, there is a keyway to be put in this. Now I haven't got, oh, I've just lost that. I'll find it in a minute. I knew I'd lost it. But there's a keyway in the centre, right? I will have to put a keyway in, but I haven't got any keyway cutters. You can buy them, but they are expensive. I've seen them, a good set of them, for about £300 to £400. So you can buy individuals, but what is the point of buying individuals when you can buy a set? So every keyway is different sizes and widths, but we'll get around that. If I have to file it to do it, I will do, but we will get it done basically. So the biggest problem I had with the mill, and I will suggest this, if you are getting a belt driven, if you want belt driven, right, you've got to take everything out of the machine. So all the gears and all that lot, I've still got the gears and stuff, so you've got to take all them out. Now, is what I've seen with some of these people that have done it, transformed to belt driven. Some of the motors you have to modify. Now to be honest with you, I was disgusted about how that motor had to be modified because of the brackets. The company that I got it off was I think it was Motors for You or something down in Chester, right? I rang them up, said what I wanted and what I needed. They said yes, you can do it like that. So that's fine. I paid £180 for it, and with that came a facing bracket that, to be honest with you, was no good, so it didn't even fit on the machine. And the conversion kit that you get that I had to source from a different supplier, right? They said they're made for that machine. Well, they're not, to be honest with you. I had to custom all the bracketry that I got off them, basically. Re-drill everything, re-mill stuff, but I had to do it on the little drill press because obviously that was, at the time, I was just building it. So I rang them back up and told them my opinion of what it was and stuff, and how things fitted and stuff like that. They weren't helpful at all. They just said, oh well, we've got another bracket, would you like this one? And they weren't going to replace the bracket at all. They were just send it out at my own cost, basically. And that bracket, which I was absolutely disgusted, was £80 odd just for the bracket, and it's only a piece of aluminium. So basically we got it done. I just said no, just leave it. So I did it all, recut all the holes, drilled and stuff, deburred everything and that lot, fitted it, no bother at all. So basically that's the trouble that I've been having, and the bearings was a nightmare, to be honest with you. So we just got it done, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into this, right? And it's going to be a press fit into your new handle piece, basically. I thought to myself that was just pressed on, this bit. I thought that was just pressed on, but it's a whole system on it, if you know what I mean. A whole piece. And so yeah, we are going to turn this into this, and just see, we've got a bit of lathe work to do on them. We've got to turn them down and stuff like that. So once I get set up with everything, I will be doing another video on doing these. I am not going to be turning another one of these. I'll just buy the right size stock. I had trouble getting the stock that I wanted at the time, so this piece will be getting turned into a faceplate for a chuck, a 4-jaw chuck that I'm putting on the tailstock, and it's going to be it'll have a bearing in it to allow it to turn, basically. So it was hard enough trying to face this, because I had to put it through a rod because I couldn't clamp it onto my 4-jaw big chuck. I couldn't actually bring it down to size, so I had to use a rod, threaded rod, and literally stick it on that. 4 nuts, 2 nuts on either end to lock it in, and that's the way I had to do it. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So basically, that's what I turned from that into that. And I've still got a bit more work to do on that, and that is going to be on a video, that. So, but I couldn't go wrong with these aluminium bullet blocks, or whatever you want to call them. Basically, I couldn't go wrong for the price. The bloke was absolutely amazing who sent him over. He charged roughly around about, they were £12 summit, and postage. In overall, I got 3 blocks off him, and I think he only charged me around about £40 for that. So I will be ordering him again, and I will try to find his link, because he has got all sorts. He is going to be sending me at the end of the month a load over different stocks that I'm after at the moment. Like, you know, we have got a few bits in. I'll just show you what I'm going to make the handles out of. Again, I've got some of these, and these are going to be the little handles. There's going to be 2 of them on this, and that's what I wanted it for, basically. So we'll turn these down as well, and we'll get set up to do all the facing and all that lot. So I am going to buy an extra small bit, so I'm going to be looking tonight, and I'll be purchasing one of these, basically, but a smaller one. So, but there's going to be upcoming videos. I am going to be starting them now. I'm feeling a bit better. We're going to do plenty of lathe work, and then we're going to be, once everything's done on the milling machine, we're going to be doing loads of stuff on there, because there's bracketry that I want to make. There's parts that I want to make for the DRO to fit it. So, because we've got to drill and tap some holes to fit the DRO, so we'll show all that. But yeah, fantastic machine that I got from Machine Mart. I've always wanted one. I just didn't have the space for one at the time. That's why I had to use a small one. But now I've got that. Fantastic. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with today. So yeah, so different products that we are getting. We are getting some new tooling as well. And basically I bought as well some blocks of aluminium. So we're going to be doing some good stuff with that, basically. I do want to make some face plates and fixtures for the mill, and the little die press, the little tap and die press that I've got. I want to make a biggish plate for that, so I don't basically drill holes in the base of that one. So it'll only be 4 little holes, but then on the face plate itself there'll be a lot of holes. that you can fit your clamps to or whatever. So, but yeah. So what, I'm gonna put this video up. We're gonna do some videos on turning these and making them and that lot, and basically making another hand wheel for it, basically. So yeah, we'll get all that lot done, and I'll bring you back when we start doing all the turning. Please like and subscribe, press the like button, give us a thumbs up, and you'll see me in the next video. See you later, guys.